I was watching The Lion King, and we were really barely getting into it when we heard like yelling, but we thought, okay, we thought it was the next door that they had the volume too loud. But then all of a sudden they just pushed in with some guys came in yelling and telling us to get up, put our hands up, and walk out. That we needed to do it now. So we started doing that. And as we were walking out, they took us right there to the exit door, and there on the parking lot, we started hurting. We heard shooting, so everybody started panicking and started taking off to find a place for cover. And then they stopped, and then the guys, we waited. They told us just to stay there and wait. And so as we waited, I mean, there was people panicking, looking for their loved ones, not knowing who was injured or who got killed. Also, in the panicking, a lady, she got trampled, and she broke her ankle. You know, it was chaotic. It was very chaotic. My thought when that happened in the very beginning, when we heard the yelling, and then we saw the guy come in with guns, I said, really? And then when he yelled and said, now, get out, we need to get out now. And then everybody started panicking. My thought, I just started praying that, you know, for everybody to get out and be safe, because we didn't know what was going on. All they told us to get out. And when we got outside, that's when we heard the shooting. And as we were getting into our vehicles, and one of my brother-in-law, he left his phone in there, and there was other people that, through the panic, they left their things in the theater. So they gave us permission to go in and get what they had left. So my brother and my brother-in-law, they went back in there. Well, I was in the car waiting when all of a sudden we heard shooting again. When we heard the shooting, then I took off to a different direction where to get cover with my brother-in-law's mom. She was with us. So I drove behind a big truck to where if there was any shooting, you know, have some kind of cover. And I waited and I waited and I waited for my brother to call me. Finally, I got a call from him. He said, we can't get out, we're on lockdown. He says, they're still shooting, and they're taking us from one theater to another, but we can't get out. They're trying to keep us all safe. So I waited for another, maybe 30 minutes, when finally he calls me and he says, we're coming out. People yelling, screaming, I mean, especially the children. Oh my gosh, the children were, you know, they were crying. They were just hysterical. You know, honestly, all I could do was, I was praying all through it. While we were gonna leave, there were some family members. They ran into the woods, and they were on the floor hiding. When they finally saw people, you know, getting into their cars and everything, then they came out of the woods, you know, because I guess they didn't know which way to go, so they ran into the woods for cover. And it was a family, a lady with kids. I mean, you know, like I said, the area where we were at, there wasn't a lot of cars or anything, so we were like open.
This is our area, our commons area. We have 32 yellow bows placed on the trees around the campus in this area, and those are for the 7 victims who died and the 25 victims who suffered from gunshot wounds. We also have on the light poles with the bows here, we have a yellow ribbon that you would wear on your lapel, and there's one of those for each of the victims who died. Those are messages from students and from faculty and staff that speak of their experience on August 31st last year, or what they remember from that time, what they experienced, but also messages of encouragement, messages of faith, to encourage us as we go forward. And Odessa Strong, Odessa College Strong,